What's good, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Back with another live stream. Just getting set up over here. Cool. Should be good. I'm live on my X and YouTube pages for right now, and then I'll be hopping over to the EV Betters page in a little bit. Alex is streaming on the EV Betters page right now, so feel free to check his stream out. But there's a ton of value on the board right now, so I just wanted to get my stream rolling and get some of this value before it goes away, because we know the value can move fast. So yeah, see some of y'all in here. What's good? What's good? But yeah, feel free to throw anything in the chat. I'll be hammering as many pre-game arbs as possible. We'll check out the sharp money tool. Definitely DFS promos. There's a ton of DFS promos today. Maybe even like the prediction insider tool, which was pretty dry when I last checked, but yeah, nothing too crazy right now, but I'll be circling through everything. So yep, let's get started here. So yeah, MLB kicks off today. There's one MLB game. It's the Giants versus the Yankees, I believe. Hey, what's good, Chad? Giants money line. I knew you would say that. There's been a ton of promos on like FanDuel and DraftKings for this game, and I've put most of them on the Giants. So it was like 50% boosts on like either DraftKings or FanDuel or both. Pretty much put all of them on the Giants, so I'm with you there. I saw some value on the board for like strikeout props on some of the DFS apps and Sharp Money tool. Let's see. I'll check out the Sharp Money tool first. Nerfy and under 7. I would like that. I was thinking that too, because I mean they're bringing out their best pitchers to start. You know, probably gonna be a hit list or like a one hit inning. I would assume, but we'll see, because they do have promos on some of these books for like Nerfies and stuff. So we'll see. Oh wow. So for tomorrow, Yoshi outs on DraftKings or Onyx. It's a pretty big ARB, but it also works as a sharp money play. We could probably take this on DFS. Yeah, it looks like we could get it in on DFS, so I'll save it for that. Web versus free, both their strikeout props. Yeah, there's a ton of promos for the game today. Let's see. So Prize Picks, there was a free square for Web. So yeah, Web has a free square, so we'll run that first. We could do Yoshi. I mean, this play is like available on every single app, so maybe we don't have to take it right now. We'll take the other value for now. Run it. NBA. Wolves money line, Raptors money line. Is there a lot of NBA today? There is a lot of NBA today, right? I think so. But we'll start with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Under 3.5 assists. And we'll take VJ Edgecombe. Yeah, that's pretty good value against Prop Builder too. Edgecombe under 20.5 points. It's a pretty high line. Yeah, that looks good. So free square on Prize Picks, hitting 2 EV plays right here. Sharing the links if anyone is tailing these. Check out Rough Picks if you guys want some other picks, moneyline picks. That's the homie right there. I think Prize Picks has another 10% boost. Yeah, there's another 10% boost right here that we could use on Prize Picks. I'll check out the optimizer. For some EV plays. Oh yeah, we'll definitely take this. Jaylen Brown under 36.5. Points, rebounds, assists. This is probably going to bump really fast. So we'll try to get a bunch of picks in here. Pritchard's on the same team, so we'll skip him. Mitchell, half an assist. That's not too bad. Unlike these flat lines. Mitchell, Donovan Mitchell. Oh my goodness. How many Mitchells are in the league? If Jaylen Brown gets bumped, I'll just add Peyton Pritchard here. All right, we got college for Friday. I don't mind taking it though. Tamin Lipsey over 5.5 assists. I'm skipping those combo markets. We'll go Max Christie. Oh my goodness. Under 16.5 points, rebounds, assists. We'll definitely go Neesmith. So, damn, there's a lot of value right now. Neesmith, his under rebounds was on the Sharp Money tool and as open as an ARB for like a good amount of the early days. So taking his under here, think it's a good spot. And he already got bumped. Oh wait, no, 15.5. We're good. Try to get one more pick. Wiggins over 19.5 points, rebounds, assists. So that's solid. And actually, I'm actually going to take out Tamin Lipsey because there's another promo on Prize Picks where if you do like an all college lineup, you'll get like another 20% boost. So we'll do one more lineup, all college right after this. We'll just add in Stephon Castle here. 10% boost for my max. Nothing got bumped. Did Jaylen Brown get bumped? Yeah, Jaylen Brown got bumped. So we'll add Peyton Pritchard. Jesus. If Pritchard is still available here. Damn, that Jaylen Brown play, I knew it would get bumped. Kind of goofed not taking that quickly. Damn, that fridge is so loud. All right, here we go. No bumps. All right, that was good for Prize Picks. That's a 6-man with a boost. And then we'll check out that college one. Place a flex play lineup containing all college players. Yeah, so we'll do Tamin Lipsey if he's still up. He should be. Yeah, he is. This Darius Acuff Jr. play, under 7 assists. This is against 2 Bucks that I don't really bounce lines off of, so this isn't something I would take. Versus Tamin Lipsey, even though one of the lines is Caesars, I feel okay about bouncing a line off of prop builder. So that's why we're gonna take Tamin Lipsey over here. What's good, legit? Tamin Lipsey, so sorry. All of it has to be college here. Cooking up slips right now. There's so much value on the board. Should be able to get a slip in for like literally every single promo. Maybe even some sharp money plays. We'll get some pregame arbs in. A little bit of everything today. Malik Ewin. Yeah, we'll go Ewin under 10.5 points. Needs to be a flex lineup, so we'll try to get 5 or 6 picks here. Hoiberg, I wouldn't take under 5 rebounds here when FanDuel and Prop Builder are at 5.5, even though it's like minus 172 and minus 162. I'd rather take like 5.5. Same thing here with Braden Smith. Kind of a similar thing here with Dalen Swain. Yeesh. Value's all right. Okay, we could go with this guy, Krevis. Krevis over 11.5 points. Did one of the other plays get taken away? Tamin Lipsey. I don't know if Tamin Lipsey got bumped or we just forgot to add him in. No, we're good. We'll add him in. So we need 2 or 3 more picks here. Landenberg over 7. This one I'm more on the fence about, but I'd rather not. Rather not take that. Dalen Swain, half a point rebound assist. That's all right. I'll check out Sharp Money for any college value here. What am I trying to look at? Price Sanford. So it's kind of a basically the same value on Better as it is on Prize Picks right here. It's just the over or the under. And we need one more play. Refresh one more time. Okay, this just popped up. Letang. Letang under 13.5 points. That's good. Don't really see other crazy values, so we'll just run with this as the flex play. This should unlock a boost for us. Yeah, so another mission done. So we got another 20% boost. I'll probably just use that tomorrow or something. Or another day, basically. Prize Picks links are shared. So that's 3 Prize Picks plays. I think it's time to move on. So we still have Pick 6, Underdog, Better, Sleeper. I think Chalkboard has a free square too. So feel free to shout out whatever you guys want to see. Check out some pre-game ARBs in the meantime. Wow. So we got some hockey liquidity popping up, it looks like. I've been taking these plays as ARBs instead of sharp money plays. Try to get it in on Onyx. Where hockey. There's only 2 games on today. Braden Schneider. The limits on Onyx are honestly so disappointing. Used to be able to get down like literally $250 on a prop like this, but now the new limits are just trash. I didn't really know that coming into this Kansas trip. I thought I'd be able to get down like at least like 150. I think they like lowered limits like within the last 3 months or so, but it's pretty bad now. They've probably been getting destroyed. Gui Santos over points, rebounds, assists, ARB. Not a lot of liquidity it looks like, but worth checking out. Yep, so I'm gonna take this here. I'll just do a flat 100. Basically 0 if the Novig side wins, and almost $5 if the prop builder side wins. Just risk-free ARBs right there. These are stretching into like lower percents, so don't really need to take that. That's solid. All right, anyone want a DFS play? Shout out like a DFS app if you would like. I know you like to see the ARBs legit, so that's cool. That's fine. You could even use like the sharp money tool to find ARBs when they pop up. Like if something is super cross market, it's probably fine to take as an ARB. And while I have like access to ARBs, that may have went, oh no, it's right here. While I have access to like books where you can ARB, I'm just basically just ARBing everything. But usually I would like, as of recently, I would just EV bet them and let the EV side ride. I'll show you guys what my limit is. Yeah, 50 bucks. My payout can't be more than 100, which is crazy. Legitimately, in the past, the payout for the Onyx plays, the total payout would be like 500. So they chopped that into 1/5 of what it used to be. It is easier to get the plays down now though, when they do have the limits. At least before, when you were able to get down a lot of money, the lines would move like a ton. But now they don't really shift the lines. It matches what is shown on the screen like a majority of the time. Kind of a trade-off, but whatever. So on these fat percentage ones, like anything like this is almost a 3% ARB, that's still gonna be up. Risk-free $3 right there. Like, I'm not gonna complain about that, to be honest. Lower percent is whatever. All right. Oh, wow, this just popped up. Bet 105 has been moving odds a lot faster recently. It's kind of been a little bit harder to get down ARBs, but on these bigger percentage ones, yeah, see how fast that moved? On the bigger percentage ones, it's possible to catch it while it like moves and still catch like a small percentage. But that just moved right there. Yeah, bet 105 is super fast now. Looks like liquidity's coming in and I've already hit a ton of ARBs, so we'll just use the Sharp Money tool and get some EV or DFS plays in. This doesn't look too bad as a Sharp Money play here. Harrison Bader. I'm just going to track it right now. Sharp Money tool. Don't really have experience using it with baseball, so it doesn't hurt to just track things for like a week or two. We got basketball going on still anyways, so I'm not too pressed about it. What's good, Chapo? I think I've seen you before. Hard to start arbing, or I gotta start arbing, but it's hard to here in California. Yeah, arbing is kind of dead in Cali as of like January. There's still like arbs here and there, but it's not really worthwhile. But the Sharp Money tool is still solid, and live EV and even like pre-game EV is decent too. Like I was still doing pretty good in Cali uh, while I was there earlier this year, and I'll be back there in like 2 weeks, anyways. But yeah, I think you had messaged me like last year. Last year was like super nice for ARBs, even in Cali. I was telling people, man, just like take advantage while you can. Now it's dead over there, but I think when hopefully if like Novig, Profit X, or like other exchanges come back to Cali, um, ARBs will be back. So IDK how to use the sharp money tool, used it and lost money too, like last year. Oh, well, I mean, tune into the streams. I'm using it like every stream, so. Cali has all the DFS apps, which is one positive thing. So maybe a good transition into some DFS over here. The Sharp Money tool, if you're using it for DFS, I feel like it's kind of a lot easier to understand versus like taking straight bets. I don't know what books you're even using in Cali. Probably just a bunch of the offshores. You like the Sharp Money tool better than the new tool? So they're different. I mean, I like the new tool because it gives me access to like prediction market bets, which I didn't have access to before. And especially when I'm in Cali, I'm just trying to get more exposure to other books. So, I think having both is good personally. That's just me though. We'll run DFS. There's a Otani free pick. We'll see if we can get any baseball. I think I did see some baseball plays. They play tomorrow, so tomorrow, okay. Garrett Crockett. I don't know what his name is. We're gonna take his under walks, cross market to the liquidity. Looks like the best price on market too. Then we'll check out the optimizer for at least, we'll probably just go one more pick. Oh wow, Andrew Abbott minus 162 on FanDuel. That's crazy value. Over 4.5 strikeouts. So yeah, we'll run that for the Otani free square tomorrow. Crochet, thank you, Crochet. I need to step my baseball game up, honestly. Sharp money is hard. Sharp money is hard because too many conflicting bets, so kind of hard to choose a side. Sharp money tool conflicting bets. I feel like there's more conflicting bets on the prediction insider tool, but at that point you could either cash out or just take the play that has a higher score. But sharp money, I don't really see too many conflicting bets, but I also take like majority player props. I don't know if like the main lines have conflicting bets or whatever at times. The new tool would give me some plays, then later I'd see conflicting of what I already had. Yeah, I mean, you could cash out if you see something conflicting or if you're unsure. A lot of times, like with the cash outs, you could even take like a positive cash out, which is nice about the prediction markets versus like other sports books. Because like if you try to cash out on DraftKings or like FanDuel or literally any other book besides a prediction market, They take like a fat vig, so you'll lose like, even if the line is already moved in your favor, you're still probably going to lose money. But on a prediction market, you could cash out and, you know, take a profit, or like not even take that big a loss. But yeah, that's a pick six play right there. Good questions. Good questions. Score a 10% boost on every NBA entry of 50 or less. 10% is okay. Maybe we'll come back to this. We'll hit the other promos. And then with the leftover picks, we'll go to pick six and then build out like just a bunch more slips or something. Damn, so better, one of their promos is half a discount on Logan Webb strikeouts. We're definitely not taking that. That's just a horrible discount. We'll take this Aaron Judge one over one base. We took Yoshi, right? We only took Yoshi for $5. I wouldn't mind taking him again, but we'll see. We took Price Stanford on Prize Picks. Anything crossed? Nothing super crossed besides this Braden Schneider play, so we'll start with him. Under 1.5 block shots. Nemhard. This one's okay. It's not like super cross, not a ton of liquidity, not crazy EV. It's okay against FanDuel, so maybe we'll come back to this one. But I might check out the optimizer. Price Stanford. We took his points. We will take his rebounds under right here. Under 5.5 rebounds. Every other book's at 4.5. Price Picks is at 5. So basically here we're getting the best price on the market. We'll run that. What do you look at when picking plays on the Sharp Money tool? So the main things I look at are liquidity and cross market value. Let me share this link first. Whoops. I used your promo code for OddsJam today. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it. BizzleBiz. Yeah. Appreciate it, dude. DM me if you have any questions about anything. But going back to what do you look at when picking plays on the Sharp Money tool? So kind of what I talk about when I'm picking a play like for DFS, right? It's the same thing where I'm looking for, you know, a decent amount of liquidity. It doesn't have to be like 1,000 plus, because sometimes even like $500 at the right price and the right like level, the right EV, I guess, can be something I would take. So like, for example, I mean, I'll just talk it through with picking out some plays for this Jaylen Brown discount. This discount's kind of mid, but whatever. We'll only use the Sharp Money tool here. So Yoshinobu Yamamoto, $2,000 on his under 18.5 outs on Novig, right? If I look at the rest of the books, what they have their lines at, Fliff has this same line at minus 155. DraftKings has this at minus 124. Basically, I want to get the best price out of every book when I take a play. I guess simply put, it's like liquidity, cross market. So like if the difference between the liquidity and the price you're getting is bigger, that's, you know, more favorable, obviously. And then EV. And I don't like really do too much like odds range. Like my odds range isn't too like wide. It's usually like at about like, you know, minus 140 to plus 140 range. But yeah. But yeah, we'll take this Yamamoto play again. We only took him for $5 on Prize Picks, so I don't mind taking this again. And then Price Stanford we took on Prize Picks. Nemhard minus 132 on FanDuel. I think Optimizer had better plays. Oh yeah. Siakam. Is there a strategy you use when picking fantasy props? I'm doing the strategy right now. It's just EV betting. What did you sign up for, Bizzle Biz? Share entry. Let me share the link here. But yeah, literally doing my strategy right now. EV backed by liquidity is preferred. Any minimum liquidity, or you just look at lines. So like if it's like less than 500, like if it's like 300, 100 and stuff, I'll definitely at least make sure the play is EV to market. Maybe like we'll open up my filters a little and like maybe even try to find one, but I'm preferring to ARB stuff right now. But like this Kuzma play, for Kuzma assists, we'll move Parlay E out of here. This isn't an actual book. Can ignore this Parlay E one, but let's do this. So for this Kuzma play, if I wanted to take it on maybe Onyx or DraftKings, I would look at the liquidity. So it's like a decent amount, right? 1,000 plus. It's a little bit crossed. So if you took it on Onyx / DraftKings, you would be getting a better price than, you know, this Sharp. And you could even come and look at like the other books and see what the other books are pricing this at. So only like Bovada and Fanatics are really close to this line. So if you're taking this on Onyx or DraftKings, you'd be getting one of the best prices on the market, which is, you know, more optimal. If there was a FanDuel or a Pinnacle line, that would be favorable. But, you know, if there's enough lines here, you could take like the general market consensus. I think a lot of people, like with the Sharp Money tool, they think too hard when they take a play. Like if it's a good play, if it's EV and it's backed by liquidity, like it's a profitable play in the long run. Like trying to make it too complicated, like it's not gonna work out. And you know, this doesn't mean like this is profitable every single day is gonna be green or whatever. You know, my days are still green every day because I do ARBs and I do live EV stuff besides like Sharp Money. But, you know, Sharp Money has been profitable for me since I've started using it. Yeah, just trying to keep things simple, really. What's good, Devin? Yep, I'm still in Kansas. Here for another like week and a half still, so long time, long time. You got the regular membership? All right. Well, regular as in like arbitrage or like DFS or sharp money or let's do another better slip. Pretty sure we took Nemhard. Let's do 2 data points. So on the DFS optimizer, I always do minimum 2 data points at least, because the more data points you're backing your line off of, the more confident you can feel in a line. Very simply put. For these 30% boosts, I try to get like a big slip in. So we'll take the regular DFS membership. Got you. So yeah, it's basically just EV betting at its simplest form. DFS is like a really good intro to EV betting for people who are just getting started too. It's like very, very simple. So for this promo, this 30% promo on Better, I'm just picking out plays where we're getting a better price on the market compared to like all the other books. The Siakam play, we already took it on a previous slip, so I won't take it again. But like we could take Andrew Nemhard here. If you look at this line on Better, if you take this play on a 6 or a 3-man power, a 5-man or a 6-man flex, you'd be getting it at about minus 118 odds. But if you look at all the other books that have a line for Nemhard, they're all at about like 140 average, right? So if the market average is like minus 140, but you could get it at minus 118, then that's plus EV. I don't know if we took a Nemhard play already, but we're just going to take him again here. Then Muncie. It would be nice if there was a FanDuel or DraftKings or other line, but Fliff is not horrible, and you know we have 3 books here, even though like 3 like weakish books. Market consensus favors is under here. So we'll go Muncie under 1.5 hits, rebounds, RBIs. Bennett Sturts. Braden Smith. This Bennett Sturts one is okay. Bovada, not really strong for player props. College player props specifically. I think I like this Braden Smith play more. Pretty much every book except FanDuel has it at 16.5. Price Picks is at 16.5. Yeesh. We'll see. Damn, Wemby. All right. And Bizzle Biz, if you're still watching, I like to compare my lines against. Yeah, I'm about to take this Wemby line. So I like to look at FanDuel first and foremost when comparing my lines. So if something's off against FanDuel, you know, I'm more than likely going to take it. Like this Wemby line, minus 146 on FanDuel. As long as like the rest of the other books aren't like suspicious, I'm going to take it. So, yep, good call, legit. We'll take Wemby. Try to get 1 or 2 more picks. Ayo Dosunmu. Oh my goodness. Ayo. What? That had to have got bumped. Ayo Dosunmu. Yeah, I don't see him. So I refresh and we see Kawhi here. He just popped up. Kawhi. Ayo's questionable. Okay, got you. Kawhi over. So Kawhi got bumped. Okongwu looks solid here. Okongwu. Over 9.5 rebounds and assists. I'd rather not take an Ohtani under RBI. Let's not do that to start the season. Anything else crazy against FanDuel? Hey man, it's only been 15 minutes. Okay, maybe Dennis Jenkins here looks like a good final play. Under 17.5 points. He's been hooping, but we'll just go with the EV. No, we'll do a flex lineup. Braden Smith was supposed to be over, right? Yeah, over points. I kind of don't know how I feel about this play, but it's EV, so fuck it, we'll run it. I've been trying to remember to double check the slips before I send it out, because I've like played something that got bumped and I didn't know it got bumped. So like I've been more conscious about double checking. Purdue's gonna eliminate Texas. Yeah, but Braden Smith passes the ball a ton. I don't know. We'll see. We're getting a point discount against 4 books, so can't really complain too much. But that's good for better. How long have we been on? It's been 50 minutes already. We still got sleeper, underdog, pick 6 for NBA. We'll see what sleeper has. Nothing too crazy pregame ARB-wise. Braden's got a nice midi game. I think he'll be aggressive. All right, we'll take it. We'll take it. Hope so. Let's see if we could get a sleeper play in. Probably should have checked sleeper at the start. Okay, only like 3%, minus 3% low holds. %30 NBA boost is not bad though. Oh, and a free pick for MLB with 4 days. I mean, I'll only use this pick if we get value. Right now, it doesn't look like there's anything. I'm guessing tomorrow, with a ton more games, there will be more value. But for now, we'll skip that. Let's just do this NBA one. Harrison Barnes under 3s. Pingus. This is kind of plus money here. I kind of don't like that we're not getting like a good price against DraftKings, Fliff, or like any other book for that matter, and it's a plus money play, so I'll skip that. It's like way off against the other books too, versus like this Klingon play over blocks. It is, you know, a little bit off from DraftKings FanDuel, but not too far off. So we'll just go with this. Basically a low hold right here. Klingon over 1.5 blocks. Dude is big as hell. He could definitely get that. I need to start using Parlay E more, but they're kind of a weird book. It's like a DFS book, but it's like peer-to-peer. It's not like you against the book. So everybody is looking at these plays and they all take them. So it's like you're getting EV on the play technically, but you're going against other people who are also taking the same plays. But we'll take Jalen Duren. Jalen Duren over 12.5 rebounds plus assists. 30% boost. Let's run it. What makes you think the Klingon block play Prophet X to better told me to go under? What makes you think the Klingon? I mean, it's just the price, I guess. Where it's telling you to go under. On better. Interesting. You are kind of right about that. Told me to go under, yeah. The under is FanDuel's at -114. You are kind of right. That does kind of make it a little sketch, but I mean, for sleeper, we're just taking the price, I guess. Gotta wait earlier. Klingon was plus money on Prophet X, so I took it on better. Got you. I didn't share the link. I mean, if you want a replacement, I'm just gonna run this. But if you want a replacement, Mobley under blocks isn't horrible either. Jaylen Brown under turnovers, Josh Minott under points. I mean, like any of these plays, it's sleeper. It's not like the strongest plays in the world. That's a good catch though. Yeah, it helps to like be checking out stuff throughout the day just so you know like how lines have moved and stuff. Cool. So we got the sleeper promo in. Can't really do golf. We already took crochet. Yeah, so we'll leave that. If we can get one more play on sleeper for this Duren points discount, we'll take it, but probably later. Let's go to underdog. Didn't hit underdog yet. Letang, we took his prop already, right? Sounds familiar. Letang. I think it was on Prize Picks. Under 13.5 points. I kind of want to say for this underdog one that the Prize Pick side is off because 12.5, I'll go back to underdog, but 12.5 matches the prop builder line, and I'd rather favor prop builder than Bovada. So yeah, I mean, you could technically middle this, but I think the Prize Pick side is off. Pritchard. We took his under points assists already, so I mean the value's there. Not against Prop Builder, though. Kind of weak against FanDuel. We'll come back to this Pritchard play. Kawhi. I don't think we took a Kawhi play yet, so we'll take Kawhi. Actually, did we? Fuck, I forgot. I want to say we did, but whatever. He got bumped anyways, so makes that decision easy for us. Value's kind of mid. On better, yeah, okay, it sounds familiar. I kind of remember typing out Kawhi at some point. Okay, here's a better play. Will Riley over 21.5 points plus rebounds. Let's get one more. Zach Galen. Anything good against FanDuel? Not really. Check out Sharp Money maybe. Yamamoto's the only one. Jameer Watkins over points. It's actually moderately crossed market too. Could probably take that. Toby. Maybe we'll do another slip with Toby. We'll go Jameer Watkins. I've never heard of this guy in my life. Jameer Watkins over 9.5 points. Oh, fuck. All right. So we'll do Will Riley with Tobias Harris. Then we'll do Jameer Watkins. Ugh, allergies, man. Jameer Watkins on the next slip. Cool. Sent the links for Underdog first slip. Then Jameer Watkins over 9.5 points. Why is this off here? Yamamoto, man. Oh, wow. This is a really good play for pick six on baseball, but don't think we're going to run another baseball play. It would have been good to run with the Ohtani free square. Cody Williams here is okay. It's a point off against FanDuel and DraftKings. Pretty good against everything except Prop Builder. I guess that's fine, though. FanDuel is what I look at first anyways, so we'll run that. Would you take that Gunnar Henderson under 1.5 total bases play, even though it has no FanDuel data point? I think for baseball, I remember that FanDuel is like definitely the book you want to be devigging to. So that's why I skipped that one. Like baseball for FanDuel, I kind of want to see that, but it's not a horrible play. I'll be honest. DraftKings, Fliff, and Prop Builder align. You know what? Let's take it. If anything, it's a data point. You guys don't have to take this with me. But we'll do it for science. Maybe we'll do another baseball play that lines up. Like here, this DraftKings one. FanDuel always lacks on hitter. Yeah, FanDuel definitely does lack. Let's go Darius Garland. FanDuel doesn't align here, but almost every other book does. And he's pretty nice. He's been hooping too, so we'll take him. We'll see how Gunner does. I'll still share the link, but up to y'all if you want to take it or not. But they always have pitcher odds, yeah. Yeah, this year I'm going to be doing a lot more EV betting and sharp money plays, so I'll definitely be having to understand where to devig more rather than last year when I was just arbing every single thing. I think that's good for underdog though. Seems like that's the most value on the board. So yeah, what else do we have? I think Chalkboard actually has a free square too. This doesn't look bad on FanDuel actually. This is an ARB, but it's basically a low hold to. It keeps refreshing here. It doesn't look bad against Sleeper. So yeah, Max Fried free square on Chalkboard. Probably just $5 max. Let's run it with. Ooh, Paul Reed looks good here too. Wow, a lot of liquidity coming in. Let's just go here. Or we'll just go straight off the ARB tool. I like the ARB tool is what I'm always most comfortable using, so why not? Points, rebounds. Doesn't line up on Chalkboard. We already took Jalen Duren on another app. We'll check out Jared McCain. If Jared McCain's not good value on here, then we'll take him on Sleeper. They don't even have a line for him, so we'll go to Sleeper. We'll take Jared McCain with the Duren discount. That's solid. Maybe we could try to sneak in some pregame ARBs as well. Been about an hour already, but there's so much value. Wow. Maybe we can take a baseball pick right now because I see some cross-market value. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see if it's there in the first place. I'm not going to guarantee we'll get a good pick here, but Soriano under strikeouts. I remember seeing like one or two more plays on the sharp money tool. Or not. Damn, I take it back. But Soriano did look good there. Ace Bailey threes. Let's see if we could take that on Chalkboard. Bruh, 3.5 threes? Really? I don't know, actually. That's kind of high. Let's try to take this as an arb instead. I just feel like that's a high number. Take the risk-free profit instead. I mean, if anything, what I could do... liquidity's going fast. Oh, liquidity's gone already. But what I could have done is like do 100 here and then do a cover bet with Novig. So just do enough money so that, you know, if the Novig side wins, it's $0 profit. But if the prop builder side wins, it's more profit. Kind of like combining like a sharp money arb strategy, basically. Ace has the green light to let it fly. They gave him the keys. 3.5 is a lot of threes, though. Derek White points. This is more reasonable here. Okay, yeah, we'll take this. Derek White points, pretty good value on chalkboard. Cross market to Profit X. $5 max. So I'm taking that with the chalkboard free square. I don't think I could share links, but let me give it a shot. True, that is a lot, but he made 7 of them versus last matchup. Well, we'll see, I guess. I can't share the link here, so try to manually tail that if you can. I think that basically covers all the promos except Pick 6 NBA, but I feel like we would have taken every single play. Maybe we could just take the rest of the value that's on the board into like one big 10% boosted slip or something. Let's try to arb some of these actually. Angels and Stros tomorrow. This is a risk-free profit for tomorrow. The nice thing is the game is like early, relatively early, so I'll get my money back midday and could use the money again on like other plays on Onyx. Paul Reed. Ton of liquidity on this one. Might be good to take on Pick 6 too. So yeah, maybe we'll check out Pick 6, but I'll arb this in the meantime. The limits are hitting. So, wow, Siakam. I feel like Bet 105 is gonna, yeah, that one's gonna move. Had a feeling. Jared McCain arb is still up. Did I not take this already? I guess not. Damn, terrible limit on this. I think because it's an under for like a lesser name player. Thought it might be like 80 at least, but whatever. Yeah, so those are all the decent arbs on the board. We'll go back and check out Pick 6. Actually, check out Prediction Insider tool real quick. Yeah, nothing. The Prediction Insider tool has been pretty dry so far today. Handful of tennis plays. Coco Gauff for tomorrow. Esport. What is this? Some other stuff. But yeah, nothing crazy yet. Purdue for tomorrow, but I'm taking stuff above 90. Maybe if this gets a little bit better, I might take it, but it does look pretty good so far. Lines up with what you were talking about, legit. Purdue. Ace Bailey hit 4 threes the other night. I mean, it's not about what a player hit in their previous games. It's about the value on the board. But I guess when I was just mentioning it earlier, I was like, there's no way he was doing it. But, you know, to each their own. I just think that's a high number. It's probably not something I would really take as a straight. But we'll see. We'll see. Feel free to take that if you do like that play. Don't let me stop you. All right, yeah, nothing on Prediction Insider tool really. Whatever this is a very good play. Someone on the mention markets, I guess. But yeah, no main lines really. No money on main lines at all. I agree. When I see like 35 PRA, I don't take it because it takes so much for them to get that. The blowout sold my Miles Bridges over PRA yesterday, thinking about just filtering to unders only at this point. Yeah, might be true. Might be true. The blowouts are kind of annoying. But from a top-down betting perspective, I'm just kind of sticking to my process. Maybe that is why I'm not up on DFS this month versus January and February. I was up a ton. It's a good point, though. So yeah, we'll end the stream with pick 6. We'll take all the NBA value and make a 10% boosted slip here. So if I happen to take the play on another slip already, whatever. I'm just going to build a big one here. Derek White under points, rebounds, assists. Sam Merrill under points, rebounds. Cooper Flag under points, rebounds, assists. These are all unders right here if you want to take this. Josh Minute. So maybe like these, I think like these lesser known players, they might end up continuing to play even in a blowout just because the teams want to see what they're about. So maybe someone like a Josh Minott, or however you say his name, might be good for an over. I'm just saying, just a thought though. Wemby under, he got bumped already. Jokic. So one more question before you end. Jokic, 23.5 rebounds, assists is 116 for the over on FanDuel, but minus 130 for the over on Prop Builder. How do you decide which one to take? Are you trying to take it as a straight, or are you like trying to do an EV bet on another book or something? Jarris Walker, not great against FanDuel. Stephon Castle looks good though. Nah, EV bet for better. I would lean looking at the FanDuel side first, but you know, you got to take that prop builder side into consideration. Usually something like that I might try to lay off, especially like Jokic I think I've been getting burnt on taking Jokic's unders in the past. So if it's something like I'm unsure about like that, I might lay off personally. But maybe you could just take like a market average, like add up the 116 and the minus 130 and just take the average and then go with that or something. It's more of a gray area situation right there. That's a good question. So we're gonna roll with these 6 picks, and I could share the slip. How does the 10% boost get added? Every entry less than 50. So yeah, we'll do it. We'll just do 10. It's at the top of the EV tool for better. Let's check it out. Where are we? Not gonna lie, this looks pretty good. What were you seeing? Are you on the EV tool? Maybe the EV tool is showing it. Cross market would be if it's against like if it's an ARB, like if it's an ARB to, oh shit, my bad. Link, my bad. Cross market is if it's an ARB basically. So like stuff here is cross market. You know, DraftKings is crossed to Novig. It's basically an ARB. If it becomes like 0% and like lower, it's basically a low hold, I guess. Maybe like this, like bet 105 is crossed to DK, and in that sense, it like furthers out into like, you know, when that happens, usually one or both sides are plus EV. So yeah, share the links for pick 6. No other crazy pregame. I think liquidity came back here. Yeah, the liquidity jumped back. So sometimes people throw their liquidity in chunks. Another like little nuance about the sharp money tool, like, oh, what the fuck, and it went away again. Someone's like adding and removing. But sometimes people will like add their liquidity in chunks. So like that's why I've like lowered my threshold for the sharp money tool. So like I'll take stuff even like if it's like 500 and below, because sometimes people will get filled on the ARB they created, and then they'll add in another, you know, chunk of money in chunks rather than like one lump sum, like how we see for hockey sometimes, I guess. How does the EV tool differ from the fantasy optimizer? It's the same thing basically, but I'm looking at better on the optimizer, and I don't see a section for prop builder. So maybe because you said you saw like prop builder had a line for this Jokic play, but I don't see it here on the optimizer. So maybe the EV tool has a comparison for prop builder. Oh man, I needed to sneeze so badly. Can you check the EV tool to real quick? Yeah, sure. Honestly, don't even use the EV tool that much. My settings might be all chopped. Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, Better is showing this play as an EV play. Prop Builder has the over at -130. I think that's what you're talking about here. So yeah, if you like compare it to, I would assume Prop Builder would be like at like a +100 or a +105 because like, you know, just checking out Bovada, the -130 and +100, you would think it'd be -130 and +100. So yeah, in that sense, it's not really EV to Prop Builder. Same thing, but different formulas. Optimizer shows line discrepancies and EV Tool does not. Yeah, I prefer using EV Tool, but I need additional plays. I use Optimizer. EV Tool and Sharp Money, then Optimizer last. FanDuel and Prop Builder aren't agree. Yeah, technically here they aren't. So this isn't showing up on the Optimizer technically. I don't know if there's just not a section here or it's just not showing lines for Better at all or something. But yeah, that's interesting. Devin says that because I like using the Optimizer. I think it's just nice and clean looking, and I'm used to like it's easy for me to roll through this fast. I use the EV tool last usually, just because I don't know. I just think the Optimizer is easy to use. All right, I think I'm gonna jump out of here. Definitely gotta blow my nose. Allergies acting up. It's mad dusty over here. We'll do one more look at the Sharp Money tool. Okay, I'm switching over to Optimizer. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, I mean, I just like the clean look of the Optimizer. You know, I think you guys could tell when I'm rolling through DFS slips, I could roll through these pretty fast. Like I could run through all the promos using the Optimizer probably in less than 30 minutes if I'm not like explaining, talking and all that. EV tool, a little bit more hands-on. You know, like you said, legit, it is a little bit more tricky. To each their own though. But yeah, we'll check out the Optimizer here, or the Sharp Money tool. Anything that sticks out. I think I've hit most of these as ARBs already. Oh wow, this is a nice big ARB here. Yep, he just popped up. We'll hit this one. Let's hit this and call it a stream. I think that works. This dude's been hooping. I've like literally never heard of him before like last month. He showed up on the Sharp Money tool as like a double-double and I hit him and I watched the game and he actually got close to a double-double. All right, yeah, my nose is fucking leaking, bro. All right, cool. Solid. Another risk-free play right there. Yeah, I'll hop off here. Solid, almost like hour and a half stream of just hitting DFS plays, Sharp Money plays, pregame ARBs. Didn't get anything on the Prediction Insider tool, but nothing really fit my criteria to take. So maybe later today, maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys are watching baseball, enjoy that first day of baseball. I will be watching basketball. Maybe we'll watch baseball tomorrow. But yeah, have a good one, y'all. Good luck.